Alright, so this is the beginning of my video, guys. My audio completely messed up. I don't know why. Maybe the adapter wasn't plugged in, but here's the beginning of my video. I'm going to do a little voiceover. Here right now I'm introducing a Milwaukee set that we just picked up at Home Depot before we're working on the R3 and fixing the clip-ons and the rear set. So we picked this nice giant toolbox up, made by especially Milwaukee, for my boy Lauren right here. He's helping me out. The usual. Here you see me walking over. I'm showing you guys the rear sets with the little janky setup. It's just all laced up right there with hiking boot lace. Clip-on's going to be changed, and the RevZilla merchandise coming in with the rear sets, the Renthal grips, and the Woodcraft Clip-ons. And look how excited my boy Lauren is for his new Milwaukee tool. His little workbench, I'm sorry. So we're going to go open that up. We're going to set that up right now. I'm give you guys a short little time lapse on that. And yeah, we're going to use that to set up the bike, the R3. And walks on Sunnyvale, if you guys are local in the area. That is some delicious Chinese food. It's a local favorite. And yeah, let's enjoy. Have a good time. See you guys in the next part. Boom. And it is finished. Dang, this looks good. It looks beautiful. Look at this. I was telling him earlier, once I start using it and get scratches, it's gonna add some character to it. So all drawers are empty. We're gonna start organizing. Beautiful. Our work is now gonna be proficient and fast, and we're gonna utilize time a lot faster with this workbench. Awesome. Ooh, this is the clip-ons right here. Let's look at the clip-ons first. As my homie said, it does come with the clip-ons itself. Here you go, bro. You want a sticker? No. Hey, we put your first one on.
Hey, if you want to.
That's up to you, man. Wherever you want to put it. Woodcraft sticker. First one on his Milwaukee table.
I'll let you pick it.
Yeah, check that out. Look at that. Flush. The clip-ons itself. So yeah, these are Woodcraft clip-ons, guys, for the R3, 2015 R3, same years, from 2015 to 2018, it's the same thing. Directions, of course. Thank you guys for the directions. Then these are the bars. Let's check out the bars here. Look at that. We're gonna have to drill holes to put in the electronics in here. That's probably gonna be the tough part. But yeah, we're gonna have to drill holes in the clip-ons for the electronics. So we're gonna have to use a power drill on that. Alright, and these should be the rear sets. It's like a treasure box. Ooh, look at that. I got the GP shifting too, so everything's gonna be opposite. I gotta get used to that. So we got some of the tools organized in here already. Now we're gonna get ready for the Woodcraft rear sets. We're gonna assemble it first. I repeat, it's not a tutorial. I will try to explain some things I'm gonna do, but we're gonna assemble the Woodcraft rear sets first. And the essentials, coffee. Rear sets came off for the shift pedal side. So it does require us to use some of the OEM bolts. So this part here where the shift pin goes, we need an extra pin. So luckily the homie had another R3 that we could use right there. So unfortunately Woodcraft didn't send me a pin to go with this, so we had to reuse the OEM ones. And look here, the shift side is done. Can't wait to put these on, and then we gotta work on the rear sets for the brake pedal. So we ran into a little problem for the rear brake. These two bolts here are Loctite on very hard, and it's also connected to the master cylinder. Without buying a new one and trying to use the same master cylinder, we're trying to get these bolts off. We hit it with this AC50,
and we're gonna give it time, let the liquid soak in, and hopefully kills all the Loctite. Wish us luck. Bad news, folks. This is freaking hard to take off, these last 2 bolts. We even tried it on his R3 and it was tough as hell. According to Lauren, he probably thinks it's all the thousands of miles of corrosion and water damage that this bolt is just locked in. So probably tomorrow I'm gonna take it to the shop and just pay for their labor just to take these 2 bolts off. So we're just gonna move on to clip-ons right now. Got the homie working on it right now. It's probably gonna be a more detailed but a lot easier. All the bolts here are easy to take off. Funny is always how the last things you least expect is the hardest things to take off. So sucks. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Look at that, everything fits just fine. We still gotta drill a hole in here to get this little metal piece right here where my thumb is to go through. And yeah, now working on the clutch side. We got the clutch side on. Now we're just gonna adjust the controls. Try and position them because we gotta drill holes. One side is done. Check this out. A smart way to do it is to put Loctite in the metal tip right there just to place your marker. And then I also had to sand this down because I'm putting the Renthal hand grips right here. Alright, gonna hit this with the sandpaper now and test this out. Get this smoothed out so we can put it onto Renthal grips. And these were the ones I got. $10-12 for this? Yeah. The homie Lauren recommended these. He used this for his Daytona, so I'm gonna try these out. They feel great. So I hit this with the sandpaper to smooth these parts out right here, especially up here. So now I can slide the Renthal grips a lot easier. My boy Lauren over here, his hair is in the way. It's all good though. He's gonna see if he can just drill this bit out because it is stripped to hell right now. We're trying, guys. We're trying, but it's getting there. So this is pretty much the final product. You're just gonna have to sit on it. Let me take that out. Just gonna have to sit on it, adjust it to how you like, then tighten on everything according to your comfortability. It's gonna be hard to get these on. The homie recommends either hairspray or we use his air compressor. After spending some insurmountable time doing this by hand, the homie over here used the air compressor, which is like 10 times easier than doing it by hand. All right, let's go. Let's watch him do the clutch side. There we go. There you go. And those who don't have an air compressor like his, probably result of hairspray, right? Hairspray it is.
Chain lube.
Yeah. Chain cleaner. Chain cleaner, chain lube, or hairspray works maybe just as well, but definitely a lot easier than me trying to brute force this in by myself. The clip-ons are now actually done. We're gonna finish the left rear set for the shifting. So we got the left rear set on. It's best to measure everything first and try it out before you Loctite everything. Make sure you got the right foot positioning and it fits your feet and everything else. And that's how it looks. Looks awesome. Can you explain to the viewers how we do GP shifting?
Alright, well essentially, when you push up on this rod, then it will spin clockwise, therefore putting it up in gears. But you need down in order to have the same motion. So this bolt here, or this hinge, needs to be rotated essentially 180 degrees in order for that to work. So we're going to swap that around now and try to get that as close as possible to give you GP shift.
We do recommend that you guys try this on with boots on if you guys do get new rear sets. Not the final product, but we got the left rear set on. Clip-ons are pretty much done. Actually, they are done. You're gonna have to wait to day 2, probably tomorrow. I'm gonna take it to the shop. These 2 bolts are so freaking hard to get off. And then after that, I'm gonna give this bike a quick wash. I actually found a freaking spider in here molding in my ignition. That's creepy. I'm not trying to have a spider crawl out while I'm riding. You guys will see you on day 2. All right, peace.
Day 4.
Day freaking 4. It took 3-4 stores I called. None of them could take out these freaking bolts right here on the right rear set. So that got a little bit frustrating, but luckily my father came in to the rescue. So what we did is we went to Lowe's and we got an extractor kit, and that broke. Literally the tip broke off. So my dad's next idea was to use a power saw, and you can see here we just sawed enough just so we can put a flathead. We got this giant flathead and just torque the screws out. So the right rear sets are almost done. This is gonna be the last freaking day for it. Now we got the master cylinder out. Magnetic trays, invest in this. You guys work on your bikes, it's a must to get these. These are magnetic trays. You never lose your bolts like me. I'll give you guys an update once we get the right rear set off now, and then we're gonna put on the Woodcraft right rear sets. So we took out the pivot bolt for the rear brake, and just like the left side, you need to reuse that bolt. Woodcraft bright idea is not to give you another one. And it's Loctite pretty hard in there, so it was tough to take out. But fortunately, me and Lauren took it out by hand. You probably have to use like a breaker bar on it if you're by yourself, because that was freaking tough. And probably like recommendation is to take that screw out before we took every other screw out, just for the leverage. It literally took all 4 of our hands to take that thing out. So learn from our mistakes. Take that bolt out first before you take everything else out. That's the pivot bolt. You can see all that blue residue that's still on there is the Loctite. So this is a very important bolt. This bolt is a commodity. All right, man. So once again, it turns out we had to reuse the same 2 bolts up here. Obviously, we could have reused the old ones, these ones, but luckily my boy had new bolts. Dang, Woodcraft, if you guys are watching this, man, if you guys ever do, please provide bolts when you send these out, because it's just annoying for the price you pay that they don't send you bolts, and other rear set brands do send you bolts, but still good products. Thank you, Woodcraft, and no thank you for not providing the bolts. All right, so the bike is now completely finished. I'll do a test ride video another day. So kind of do a recap and overview now is, let's start with the clip-ons. It's just making sure the clip-ons go the right way, follow the directions. We made the mistakes by just kind of eyeing it. Don't eye it. And then drilling the holes in the bits were one thing. Right rear set is just these 2 bolts. And you might have trouble adjusting the rear brake light, but that's pretty easy fix. And then the left rear set, the only thing you probably gotta adjust is for GP shift is just flipping the pivot arm right up here. That's all for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, thank you for tuning in, and if you're new, thank you for coming by and watching us struggle with the Woodcraft clip-ons and rear sets. Can't wait to take this out for our next ride. You guys will see that in the next vlog, and appreciate you guys for stopping by. All right, guys, peace.
With you all summer and after.